And this back, all the talk. Here we go for round one. Big right uppercut scores. The perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Beautiful counter punch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford.
There's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hook. Time they throw, Crawford is dazed. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been on to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. perfect counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. He missed with that jab. The charts action from both of these fighters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? You're starting to make it be smart, otherwise you'll see it and you ride it out. Go out there, just get your mind on the job, get back out there and win the round. Do straight down, can't miss it, great. Stay focused, let him back into the fight.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out. The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round, so...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. Every time. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. One-sided 3 minutes. On to the fifth we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
I think I'm holding on here for a minute. Can't land that jab. endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Crawford's legs are all over the place. That was the moment.
Defense is everything because...
Whoa, Johnny, we've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. I don't believe... So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
You'd like to see more jabs. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Punch, counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter. Crawford just got rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. Jab misses. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. nothing back here in the round. Crawford may be ready to go down. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford. And there's the bell for round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the rounds, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. How about that time counter shot? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.